This is a video that y'all have been requesting for, I don't know, a year now. And it's been about 2 years since I left boot camp. So I'm gonna give this a shot. If you have any more questions, leave it below. And then I will do a part 2 to sharing my life after coding bootcamp. Hey guys, Kristen, Leake here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to empower you to live the life that you want to live. Today, I'm going to share a question that I've been getting for a really long time. I didn't know how to approach it, but as you know, because of the title of this video, it's how has my life been after coding bootcamp? So I enrolled in coding bootcamp January of 2016. As of today, it is April of 2018, and a lot has changed. I learned a lot about myself. So I went into coding bootcamp and ended coding bootcamp thinking I wanted to be a front-end developer. And for those who have followed my journey, you know that I didn't jump into just applying for jobs. For something like stopped me because I felt like, I don't remember how I felt. That was 2 years ago, but something was stopped me and I decided to start my own business doing web design. And that's also when I started doing YouTube a lot, just to share my journey, answer your questions about coding bootcamp. Today, I am bringing to you 10 things that I wish I knew before my very first day of coding bootcamp class. And which, by the way, I'm not answering any more questions because it's been 2 years. Bootcamps have changed. I still recommend Tech Talent South. They are in even more cities than before, than when I started coding bootcamp. They've just expanded because they're so awesome. So this is not sponsored, by the way, but yeah, so I'm not answering more coding bootcamp questions, but I will tell you how my life has been, and it's been great. It really has. Like, it blows my mind how much I've changed and have grown and have learned about myself since 2016. And the biggest thing I learned is that I'm an entrepreneur. And the other thing is that coding bootcamp led me to YouTube. So if it weren't for coding bootcamp, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be on your computer screen or tablet, whatever, and you wouldn't be watching me. You wouldn't know who I am. So it's been pretty incredible. So like I said, I did a web design business for about 2 years. And it was picking up, and if you're considering doing this, let me just say, stick with it, because the longer you do it, the more referrals you get, because you'll have more clients, and then they'll obviously refer you. So by the end of it, which was over the summer, I stopped because I just wasn't passionate about it anymore. I had to literally force myself to do clients' websites because I just wasn't enjoying it. There were other things I'd rather work on and do than design websites. Even if I was getting paid, it just showed where my interest was, was gone. So afterwards, well, not afterwards because that was pretty recently, but within that amount of time, I also took another course through Tech Talent South called UX for Beginners. And I learned more about UX, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Design, I wanted to be a designer. So I got to hook up. A person from Tech Talent South told me about a UX design internship. I did job hunt for 3 months, and I accepted this offer about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. And my position is a junior UI UX position. This is a summer position, technically internship, but it is paid with the possibility of getting hired. And I loved it, and I loved the people I worked with, and it was just an incredible opportunity to learn a lot about the software and just to see all the teams, the devs, the project managers work together. In my last couple weeks of my internship, I've had the opportunity to create a solution for something going on in the current software, and I made some designs, and it was suggested to me to do a usability test, and the team lead gave me the green light to do it. And this past Friday, I actually finalized my prototype, and I am about to submit my user test. So I learned about that, learned about Agile, learned different softwares like Jira, Confluence. I learned how to use Sketch. I learned that a lot of companies, especially in Charlotte, aren't the biggest fan of Adobe XD. They think there's a lot more growth to it. So I learned I need to be focusing on Sketch, and I learned how to use InVision. So I learned a lot, like about software company, the inner workings of it. And afterwards, they created a position exactly for me as a UX researcher. So I got to still use my journalism background, which was amazing, and also get to collaborate with the designers, the content writers, and the UX developers. So that's what I do now. I work at a software company, and it's great. And what's cool is I don't know if it's just my company, but I have a lot of stuff in common with them. And it seems to happen a lot whenever I would apply to jobs. It just like, so after Coding Bootcamp, it seriously felt like for the first time I fit in, like I felt my niche. And I know a lot of people talk about how being black in tech kind of creates some like friction or anything else, especially being a woman. But I haven't found that at all. I don't know if the community is different in Charlotte. If you want me to talk about being a black woman in tech, I may consider doing that. But I really haven't had any bad experiences, and I've gotten along with everyone. It feels like family to me. And I know it's different from many other people because my upbringing is a lot different. It's different than anyone's because it's my own, but my upbringing is different, and where I went to school is different. So I think that's just, and my hobbies are different. So I think that's just major contributors to why I've gone along with a lot of my coworkers and a lot of people I've interviewed with for working in software. So pretty much the 2 years I have worked for myself and learned I'm an entrepreneur. I fell in love with YouTube. I will always be making YouTube videos and just start an online business to help you guys. And I started working at a software company. And do I still talk to some of my Coding Bootcamp friends? Yeah, actually. I had lunch last week with 2 of my closest friends at Coding Bootcamp. On Easter, I hung out with one of the people who helped me with my web design business. And I bumped into another girl from boot camp last weekend at the grocery store. So yeah, we caught up and everything. So I'd say I talked to 2 of them, and I chat with some of them, like it's Instagram and stuff, but not like really hang out. Not as close as we used to be, which is what I said in my original video. They have honestly become my best friends, and I've been out of Tech Talent South for, I believe, 4 weeks now, and I speak to them almost every single day. I speak to at least half of the class. Where I said that we're gonna be tight-knit and stuff, they're all my best friends, like, that isn't true anymore. Like, we all went our different ways, which I guess is expected, as kind of like college. So I think that's really all I can say about Life After Coding Bootcamp. If you have any other questions, let me know. I can't think of anything else, but I hope that helps somewhat. I definitely don't regret it. I had an amazing experience, and if I could do it all over again, I would in a heartbeat. Like, for real. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. by Tech Talent South, which is a coding boot camp that I attended, and it changed my life.